It's a little dark over here, so everything looks kind of grainy. This is an orange pie, not a raspberry pie, but an orange pie. It's $15. It has no internet, so you see I have it hardwired to my router. I did buy a little internet dongle that I had in it, and it worked great with it. It's picky about its software. I had a lot of trouble getting the software to work. Also the power. You have to have one of these 2 amp power supplies plugged in. It doesn't like using the USB port. Down there you see. I was using the USB port originally and it never would boot. And finally I figured out it was a power supply here. I changed it over. But this is my server. I've got some orange pie. I think this is the orange pie 1. So it is the oldest or the lowest model, whatever. But I've got it right next here in my router and hardwired, so no big deal. I can SSH into it really easy, no problem. The biggest problem is the GUI is horrid. It's like off the screen or something. It might work on another monitor or something, I don't know. But you can see I've got a 32 meg, I think it's a 32 gig card anyway, 32 gig in there, SD card. And I've got it set up. Let's see, I'm running for my server, I'm not running Tomcat, I'm running Nginx, Nginx, and just for something different. I had been running Tomcat for many years, and so I wanted to, or Apache for many years, so I just decided I wanted to try something different. So I've got Nginx with PHP enabled, and so I have my port opened up so I can get to this outside of the house. And this is my little web server here, which the page I have, my primary page, displays the temperature. You see this is a ESP8266 12E, and it's got a little DHT11 over here, and I've got 2 tricolor LEDs. I think I only have one of them going right now, so I can turn off and on with buttons from the server. Turn off and on the buttons. It requires calling command line functions, and the web page displays the temperature on it. So I have the web page displays. This is the indoor temperature. I have a ESP826601 sitting on my front porch. I had to replace, if you can see on top of it, it's got a little DHT11, which I had to replace here a while back because it got wet. It stormed and the wind blows and it gets wet here. So you can see I have that plugged into the outside wall socket. So I've had it running. This little ESP01 has been running for at least 2 years, maybe pushing 3, and I just had to replace the DHT11 just here a while back. So if it was in a more sheltered place, I don't think I'd have any problem. I was thinking about trying to mount it up higher out of the weather. So anyway, and then I've got the one in the garage that displays the time and temperature. It's simpler, not the time. It's similar to this one where it has a tricolor LED and a DHT11, and I can turn off and on the LED, which one of these days I hope to hook up to relays and actually do something with. Original intention was to make this a thermostat and to be able to control the thermostat from anywhere in the world. So that's my little local internet setup. Maybe more later.